The sun rises over Soweto and a new day begins for the people living in South Africa's largest township. And it's business as usual at Chris Hani Baragwanath Hospital's Maternity Unit, where nearly 25,000 babies are delivered annually.
About 65 to 70 women deliver here every day. We run this unit which takes referrals from other clinics and other hospitals around the province. And we admit about 100 women every day into the maternity. And those people? No beds. Out of the 70 deliveries, about 20 to 25 will be cesarean sections, and about 45 to 50 will be normal deliveries.
Women in early labour wait on benches for an available bed, but beds are not the only thing in short supply.
Nurses are short in every clinical area in South Africa, not only in maternity. And it's because there's no money. You and 3 moonlighters?
Yeah, and Sister Code. We're only 4.
Okay. That's tough.
That's tough.
Because we should be having about 10. Yeah.
For the nurses and doctors who are on duty, the challenge of finding space is constant.
Sisters on duty, so it's difficult. I feel sorry for some of the doctors now because the pressure is enormous on them. And it's really become very tough. And they need to be boosted that they're doing well, because they are. It's incredible what they're doing.
Professor Buchman began his career at Bara in 1989 as a registrar. He has seen the number of patients increase over the years and sympathizes with today's registrars, like Dr. Sharon Bilinkulu, who has to cope with the enormous amount of births.
Delivery pack, vacuum ready. There's labor ward with 20 cubicles. That's where all the women who are in labor are kept, and that's where we progress them and look after them. So what's happening with this lady? She's a 19-year-old. This is her first pregnancy. She was booked to have a cesarean section to get the baby out because the baby is getting tired. Now she went to theater, but they've just brought her back because the baby is just about to come out. And they said she can deliver normally. So I'm going to assess her and deliver her normally. Ma'am. Is that him? Bekisandla sakho la maba ne pain cela uvala umlomo bese uphakamisa ikhanda and uyaphusha la ephansi. Delivery pack.
Lorato is young and has not been educated about childbirth, making Sharon's job more difficult. She has been in labour for 36 hours and is exhausted.
Pusha. Daily delivery pack. The sisters do most of the delivery. We usually deliver the complicated cases like this one because it was taking a while for the baby to come out and the baby's condition was not well. I had to come in and assist. Try to keep it as quiet as possible. No sound should come out of your mouth. That's the only way the baby is going to come out.
Lack of resources at Bara limits procedures like epidurals. Women who can give birth naturally do so without conventional pain relief.
The women are incredibly patient. They don't have a choice, actually, but if they could be miserable about it, they could be impatient, they could start shouting. Sorry. No. We're privileged to have patients like this, really.
Push. Ungaphakamisa izinga. Beka izinga ephansi. Izinga ephansi. Push up. Push mama. Nangu umntwana uyaphuma. Push. Pusha nangu umntwana uyaphuma. Push mama. Pusha la ephansi. Ipain ikhona. Awusapushi manje. Push. Well done. Congratulations. Ubuyani futhi mama. And it looks like a healthy baby, but we'll still take it to the pediatricians regardless. Eh? What's coming out? Wait, leave it. I'll leave it at that. The sister will come and finish up the rest so I can carry on with around. So that was a happy ending for us.
This hospital, Barra, is trying to do its best for the people of Soweto. Cannot do more than it's doing at the moment, given the resources available.
After a long labour, Lorato's baby is monitored and given oxygen. If there are no further complications, Lorato and her baby will be discharged in just 6 hours to make way for another expectant mother. In addition to the high numbers of babies that are born at Barra, the staff is also struggling with the burden of HIV and AIDS. 3 in 10 pregnant women are HIV positive in South Africa today.
What's 65?
In response to the growing crisis, Barra has established special clinics to deal with expectant mothers who are HIV positive or have AIDS. It is in these clinics where doctors feel the brunt of the disease.
It only involves really sick patients here, patients who need complicated care, obstetrics care. They've got problems with the pregnancies, or they've got diabetes, or they've had pneumonias, or they've had something. The people who are purely pregnant with HIV are actually looked after at the clinics in Soweto. The HIV is bringing in more complications. We're seeing chest infections, kidney infections, things that are specific to HIV, and that is loaded in addition to everything we saw before. And so the load on the hospital is becoming very, very heavy. Who is ready? Who are the first patients?
As part of her training, Sharon must put in hours at the special antenatal clinics at Barra. Today she works under the supervision of Dr. Jenny Hull, another Barra veteran.
I don't know who saw her.
This lady is 30-year-old. She's HIV positive and she's been taking treatment now for 2 weeks. Doing fine on the treatment so far. Only complaints today is the fact that she has a flu. She found out that she was HIV positive when she was going to book at a local clinic during her pregnancy.
In South Africa, having HIV presents many contradictions. While about 20% of the population lives with the disease, it is still rare to find people willing to discuss their status openly.
I was offside because of positive. Positive for how not to be positive.
And she has disclosed her status to her husband. He is understanding of the fact that she's HIV positive, but is currently very scared to go and get tested.
So checky, but only believe or maybe Leona. So maybe reason I encourage Taba fellow. Maybe I can test a test negative and maybe I can change the mind. So now raska check.
I cannot change the mind in ma.
I change on Jerry. I guess no do the mutually positive and negative.
Jenny's next patient has only just learned she's HIV positive. She was pregnant a year ago and tested negative then. Sister Yvonne is helping Jenny communicate with the young
Does
girl.
the boyfriend know his status?
Umxelele kuba wena ufunyenwe kule gciwane eli. Yena he hasn't been to test. Uye kuphela umuntu obekade naye. Are you sure?
Serious,
Okay, it's the only boyfriend that she had.
Often this is the problem, is that we cannot get the partners to even be tested. They won't be tested. There's a total denial that the men have got anything.
Akathukanga. Uthini nje mamkhulu? He's not scared. Oh, he says he admits that he's the one that brought it home. Akhange akuxelele na ukuthi asebenzise condom apha endlini.
She's not questioning that he's brought it to her. So we've got a major social issue. I think the plea that everyone has is that we shouldn't be getting pregnant until you're in good health. We're doing everything we can to stop the transfer of the virus to the baby during the pregnancy and during delivery. But that in many ways is trying to close the stable door when the horse is halfway out. And I think what we need to be concentrating on is contraception and then getting people into the best state of health, that if they do want to plan a baby when they're HIV positive, they can be on treatment, that it's a planned pregnancy. And unfortunately, that is not what is happening. The people who really see the results are the people in the children's department, who see the neglected children, the children with parents who have already died.